Good afternoon. Welcome to Africa Today. I am Wisdom Onyisi. First, the headline. President Tinubu returns to Abuja after attending Arab Summit on Gaza war. Cases of new mpox strain more than double among children in DR Congo and Burundi. Voting underway in Somalia's breakaway region of Somaliland. And on spot on AFCON 2025 qualifier, Benin Republic suffer another injury blow ahead Super Eagles clash. Now the news in details. Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu has returned to Abuja, Nigeria after attending the extraordinary Joint Arab-Islamic Summit in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The summit focused on the current situation in the Middle East. The presidential airplane touched ground at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport at about 8 p.m. on Tuesday. He was received on arrival by a delegation of top government functionaries led by the Chief of Staff, Femi Gbajabiamila. The president joined other head of state and government of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation and the League of Arab States who attended the one-day summit. Away from that, the Interior Minister Olubunmi Otunjojo says the federal government is making frantic efforts to combat the security challenges plaguing the country. Tunjojo made this statement on Tuesday while interacting with newsmen, saying that the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu and the Minister of Defense Mohammed Badari and Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa are losing sleep over the issue. According to him, security has improved in the country since President Bola Tinubu's administration came on board, adding that the Boko Haram terrorists and the Islamic State of West African province ISWAP has been degraded by troops. The minister, who weighed in on the recent attack by the new terror group in Sokoto and Kebbi State, urged Nigerians not to judge Tinubu, saying the president was aware of the security challenges. Former Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa has said the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has not established any fraudulent case against him. Okowa said he willingly reported to the EFCC office in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, to clear himself of any fraudulent act. The People's Democratic Party chieftain said he has nothing to do with the alleged 13% derivation and fund diversion. He issued the clarification through the media aide Olisa Ifajika in a statement. When we return, news from other parts of West Africa. Stay with us.
This is Hillstv. Quality broadcasting is what we'll bring to you. Now we be this
Hillstv, Polka.
Welcome back. Now news from other parts of West Africa. The Electoral Commission in Ghana has expressed concern that fake news and disinformation could have a significant impact on the upcoming general election on December 7th, potentially undermining voters' confidence and endangering the peace of the electoral process. According to the Electoral Commission, false information could create confusion among the electorate and threaten the integrity of the election if left unchecked. To mitigate these risks, the Electoral Commission in Ghana has highlighted the importance of proactive measures to verify information before it is shared with the public. Sarabol Kwako, Director of Training at the Electoral Commission, stressed that the unmonitored spread of misinformation could fuel tensions and damages the credibility of the election. He encouraged both the media and the general public to prioritize accuracy over speed when sharing election-related information. Now we move to other parts of Africa after this break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Now news from other parts of Africa. The new and aggressive strain of the potentially deadly mpox virus is spreading rapidly among children in the Democratic Republic of Congo and Burundi, with cases more than doubling since a public health emergency was declared in mid-August, Save the Children said. The fast-moving clad Bill strain has disproportionately affected children in the DRC, the epicenter of the outbreak, and in Burundi, where they face severe health risk due to hunger, displacement, and limited health care. These two countries among for 92% of all mpox cases in Africa this year. As of 3rd November, cases among children in DRC had increased by over 130% from about 11,300 suspected cases to 25,600, while in Burundi, mpox has risen from 89 confirmed child cases to around 1,100 since the World Health Organization declared the outbreak a public health emergency international concern on 14th August. Away from that, as fighting continues to rage in Sudan, a new resolution calling for a ceasefire will soon be tabled to the UN Security Council. Council members are currently negotiating a draft resolution proposed by the UK and Sierra Leone. Following initial deliberation with the Council's permanent members, the UK circulated the zero draft to all Council members on 8 November. The draft notably calls for the Adre border crossing with Chad to remain open for aid deliveries. A 3-month approval given by Sudanese authority for the UN and aid groups to use the border crossing to reach Darfur is due to expire in mid-November. Up next is business. Please stay with us.
This is Hillstv. Quality broadcasting is what we'll bring to you. Now we be this
Hillstv, Poker.
Welcome back now to business news. The Central Bank of Nigeria has officially launched 3 initiatives to drive financial inclusion in the country. The initiatives were launched at the 2nd edition of the International Financial Inclusion Conference, which was held in Lagos on Tuesday under the theme Inclusive Growth, Harnessing Inclusion for Economic Development. Speakers at the event highlighted the fact that women and youth, including small and medium enterprises, were the most financially excluded categories of people in Nigeria. The IFIC is Nigeria's leading financial inclusion event hosted by the National Financial Inclusion Governance Committee. It is an engagement platform for regulatory institutions, financial services providers, development partners, and other financial inclusion ecosystem players and stakeholders to foster dialogue around contemporary development, identify challenges to achieving financial inclusion goals, and propose solutions to ensure a more inclusive financial system. Still on business news, the federal government has released about 25% of the total amount budgeted for pension arrears this year. However, it has pledged to settle the 88 billion naira earmarked for pension arrears in the 2024 budget. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edon, made the commitment on Tuesday when hundreds of frustrated retirees from Nigerian contributory pension schemes staged a protest at the Federal Ministry of Finance in Abuja. The retirees, angered by prolonged delays in the payment of their pension arrears, blocked the main entrance of the ministry, demanding an audience with Edo. Addressing the crowd, Edo disclosed that Of the 88 billion naira budgeted for pension arrears in 2024, 22 billion naira had already been disbursed. Still to come is sport. Please stay with us. Welcome back now to Sport News. Benin Republic will be without defender Olivier Verdon for their 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifying games against Nigeria and Libya. Verdon will miss both games as a result of injury. The 29-year-old is one of the most reliable defenders in the team. The centre-back's absence will be a big blow to the team's quest to secure a favorable result in the two games. The Cheetahs will host the Super Eagles of Nigeria at the Felix Houphouet Boigny Stadium, Abidjan, on Thursday. The West African will be away to the Mediterranean Knight of Libya 4 days later. Still on sport news, where we'll have you know that Galatasaray want to sign Victor Osimhen on a permanent transfer by offering cash plus a player for the striker. Osimhen moved to the Rams Park from the Serie A outfit Napoli on loan in September. The 25-year-old has registered 8 goals and 4 assists in the 9 outings across all competition for Galatasaray. Galatasaray are expected to face stiff competition from the same of the European big guns for the Nigerian next summer. Premier League giant Chelsea have a long interest in the player. And that's your sport news on Africa Today. Now we move to the rest of the news after this break. Stay with us.
This is Hillstv. Quality broadcasting is what we'll bring to you. Now we be this
Hillstv, Polka.
Welcome back. Now the rest of the news. Voting is underway in Somaliland. Long-delayed presidential election amidst political tension in the Horn of Africa. Voters lining up, voicing hopes for a stronger economy and more jobs. Over 1 million people are expected to vote at over 2,000 stations with 28 international observers on site. Incumbent President Musa Bihil Abdil of the Kumeya Party seeks a second-term aiming for Somaliland's international recognition. His opponent, Abdurrahman Mohammed Abdullahi of the Wada Wadani Party promises democratic reforms, while Faisal Ali Warabe of the Justice and Welfare Party advocates a unity government. Since declaring independence from Somalia in 1991, Somalia land has maintained its own government, currency, and security despite lacking global recognition. Economic challenges partly led to election delay since 2022. And that's Africa Today. But before we go, here are the headlines again. We brought to you that President Tinubu returns to Abuja after attending Arab Summit on Gaza war. We also informed you that cases of new mpox strain more than double among children in DR Congo and Burundi. We also told you that voting underway in Somalia, breakaway region of Somaliland. And on sport, we informed you on AFCON 2025 qualifier, Benin Republic suffer another injury blow ahead Super Eagles clash. Remember to visit us on Facebook at Hillstv Abuja, Instagram at Hillstv Abuja, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Hillstv. I am Wisdom Onyisi. Thanks for